Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, it's a little something exciting. I am announcing my next upcoming trip. So this video, I'm getting ready, but I'm also going to discuss all the details on my next travel series. I have a very exciting vacation coming up. So I'm excited to talk more about it. Is the mic on now? I'm officially launching a brand new travel series, and I'm taking you guys along with me to my European adventure. To begin, I am going to prime my face with the Janessa Myricks Yummy Skin Universal Blurring Balm, and obviously you can tell that I really like this product. I'm getting down to the pan now, but yes, I will be going to Europe for the first time, and I'm very excited. Very excited. It is about a month left, I think, before I set sail. I am going on a European cruise. I felt like this would be the best way for me to experience Europe for the first time. Cruises are easy. You get on the boat, you sleep, you eat, and then when you wake up, you're in the next port. And that's kind of what I'm looking for, because there's so much different places to go in Europe, so many. So now I'm going in with my Maybelline Super Stay. This is my very basic routine that I basically do every time I do my makeup, so bear with me because you have seen it before. But I chose to do a cruise first because, like I was saying, I don't really know what would be good deals in Europe or where per se to stay, and traveling and like ground transport, stuff like that. I wasn't really sure not how to figure it out, but I wasn't really sure with everything that would entail, so I decided to go with a cruise because I just feel like it will be so much easier, so much more simple. And then from going on the cruise, getting to experience the different ports, I can decide where I want to go back and not really have a lay of the land, but like kind of have some reference point when I plan like bigger trips. So that's why I decided to go with the cruise, and I'm going on a Royal Caribbean cruise. It leaves from Barcelona and it ends in Italy, Ravenna. I should probably preface this with saying forgive my pronunciations for a lot of stuff, because I don't speak Spanish and I don't speak Italian, and all the different parts in between, I don't speak those languages. I have a very basic rudimentary education with French, but no other languages. But yeah, so I will be leaving from home and traveling through the US onto Spain, and so it will be a long travel day because my flight is an overnight flight, which I kind of felt like it might be a good situation because at least my thought process was that hopefully I sleep on the plane, and when I wake up I would be in Barcelona, and I would push myself to stay up that whole day sightseeing in Barcelona before having to go onto the cruise, and hopefully I adjust to the time change. And yeah, so that's my hope. I did find a hotel. It looks like it's in the city center, so that should be good. And Barcelona is one of those cities that it looks like everything is walkable, and like the major attractions. So I should have a day in Barcelona. I wanted more, but with my vacation timing didn't really line up for me to have. Ideally, I would love to have 2 days in Barcelona before heading on to the cruise, but it didn't work out. So right now I'm just gonna use a little bit of concealer underneath my brow, the arch, and I'm also going to put some concealer underneath my eyes, tip of nose and nose bridge as my little highlight points. So this will be the longest flight that I've ever taken, so I am a little nervous. I'm just hoping that I get some sleep on the flight, that way I could really be rested so I could start sightseeing once I reach to Barcelona. Another thing that kind of had me nervous was the new entry requirements for Europe. I think it's the entry exit system, the EES, and then it's another one that they're supposed to be rolling out, but that'll be the end of the year, so I don't have to worry about that one. But I've seen so many like reports and TikToks and everything about how long the lines are, so a lot of people are being, I guess, well, when it first came out, I don't know if it's still like this now, but the wait time at the airports to basically get through, I guess this would be immigration, was like 4 hours, and a lot of persons were missing their layovers and all type of stuff. So that had me a little nervous, but yeah. So yeah, I'm excited to explore Spain, but what I'm most excited for, one of my ports, well, a few of the ports are in Italy, and I'm very excited to go to Rome. I have tickets to explore the Vatican Museum, and I want to see the Colosseum. I didn't buy tickets for a tour of the Colosseum. I want to see it, but I don't know if I want to necessarily explore it in the short time that I have. My goal in life would be to go back to Italy and just do like a purely Italy, like kind of road trip type vacation, like exploring all the major cities, not all, but the popular major cities in Italy. But I'm excited that I'll get to experience Rome. I have gotten tickets for the Vatican Museum and the Sixtine Chapel, and I'm excited to explore those. And I did do the guided tour because it's a large museum. I think I saw somewhere where it was saying it's 9 miles of the museum is 9 miles long. So that's a lot of rooms, a lot to explore, a lot of history. So I feel like a tour guide would be very beneficial for that. So that's what I did. And I've been looking up a lot of videos for tips, and the best tip everyone says is to make sure buy your ticket in advance, and at least, well, somewhere I saw 2 months to a month in advance at the very least, to ensure that you get tickets and you get the time slots. Basically, what I was saying is that I got my tickets basically a month, no, or maybe it was I think around a month and a half. No, what I was saying is that I got my tickets, this would be 2 months in advance, and when I went on the website, a lot of the morning tickets were sold out. So I would suggest looking up the tickets more far out than 2 months, so you can get the time slot that you would want. And I know there is a line that you could just wait on to see if you could get in on that day, but I've seen where they say that line is extremely long and there's no real guarantee that you would get in. So yeah, so this is basically all I'm gonna do today with my makeup. So this is basically all I'm going to do today with my makeup. I'm just gonna put on, this is just a generic brown pencil, and I'll probably use one of these Maybelline Superstay Final ink lip. They're not lip gloss, it's more like a lipstick maybe. So I'll use one of those. But yeah, with these, remember to shake before you apply. This one is a lighter color, so I typically just plop this in the center. On my lips. But next, what I'm gonna do is just lightly spray my face with a little one size. Just lock everything in. But when I say lightly, I really mean lightly, because this is about halfway and I need this to last, because I'm not gonna be able to go to Sephora for a while. Okay, so next I'm going to do my hair. I'm using the Babyliss Pro Nano Titanium straightener, but it has like this curved plate on the outside, and it's great for bobs, for getting that little like bump at the end. Yeah, but I'm very excited for Italy. I'm excited to see the Vatican museums. I am excited for gelato, authentic gelato. I'm excited for pizza and coffee, espresso, cappuccino, I think is Italy. But either way, coffee. I'm excited to just explore, see all the beauty, see the culture, the different significance of it. Yeah, and I think pretty much I have everything solidified in terms of plans. The only day that I actually have planned somewhat is my stop in Rome. Every other day, my plan is every other port day. My plan is to just get off and experience whatever there is to experience. I haven't booked any real excursions through the cruise line. I don't feel like I really need to. I feel like all of these ports that we're going to are very touristy, tourist friendly, walkable attraction places with a lot of history that you could just experience by wandering. I'm hoping to get some cute souvenirs. What I'm really looking for, I want to do a gallery wall, and I'm looking for art that I could put on my gallery wall and different photos that I'm hopefully gonna take that I can also put on my gallery wall. I'm hoping to find some postcards, stuff like that. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just very excited. Like I said, this is going to be my first time in Italy, first time in Europe, first time in Spain. There's a stop in France, I think in can't remember the city, but it's like a countryside port in France that the cruise will stop at, and I'm just excited. And it's just always fun to go on vacation also. So just gonna finish up my hair. Okay, so that is what I have coming up next, and I'm just so excited to take you all along with me. So if you want to see how this adventure actually turns out, I would suggest you subscribe. Feel free to like, comment, and watch some of my old travel series, some of my other videos, and trust me, this is going to be an adventure.